Hello, Chestnut and Oaks. It's Mrs. Kindred here. I was just having my lunch. I was having some baked beans. I love baked beans. They've been quite hard to come by recently. I know a story about baked beans, and some of you might know this as well. But this week in writing, we're going to be looking at Jack and the baked bean stalk. It's a slightly different twist to Jack and the Beanstalk, but it's a brilliant story. Enjoy it. Jack lived and worked in an old burger van with his mum and his dog Bella. Their sign read fast food, which was funny because the van's engine had broken down a long time ago and the van stayed in the same place ever since, parked on the edge of a very busy city. Jack and his mum didn't really mind. They were proud of their little cafe. They kept the place clean, served tasty food and always had plenty of happy customers. And here is a picture of the little cafe, where you can see Jack serving and his mum serving the customers just there. I wonder what they're eating. One winter, the city council decided to build a large flyover so that more people could get to work faster. The old road where Jack's cafe stood was to be closed, and soon construction began. At first, things didn't seem very different. Jack and his mum were kept busy feeding the builders eggs and sausages, burgers and chips, and lots of cups of tea. When the flyover was complete, they were sad to wave them goodbye. All day long, traffic sped overhead as people hurried in and out of the city on the new flyover. Now they had such a fast way to travel, no one stopped to visit the old burger van anymore. The new road had swept the customers away. Soon Jack and his mum were down to their last few pennies. "Go to the shop and buy some milk and coffee beans, Jack. Everybody likes a good cup of coffee," said his mum, putting on a brave face. On his way to the shops, Jack met an old man. The old man asked him why he looked so sad. Jack explained about the flyover and his burger van. "I think I can help you," said the old man thoughtfully. "Forget the coffee beans. These are magic beans. I wouldn't normally sell them, but you seem like a boy who would know their true worth." Now, Jack had read enough fairy tales to know that you do not turn down an offer like that. Also, baked beans were his favourite food in the whole world, so he couldn't resist taking and tasting some magic ones. Thanking the man, Jack exchanged his last few pennies for the beans and then ran home. I wonder what his mum's going to say about this. "You did what?" shouted his mum when Jack showed her the cans of beans. "I don't think she's happy, do you?" "But Mum, they're magic beans. The old man promised," argued Jack, realising how silly he sounded. Furiously, his mum threw the can out of the window and sent Jack straight to bed without supper. Poor Jack. Early the next morning, Jack woke up to find his room bathed in a curious green light. Strange branches twisted in through the window, and at the end of each shoot dangled a silver tin of baked beans. "It's a magic beanstalk," Jack whispered to Bella, trying not to wake his mum. "If I remember rightly, there should be heaps of treasure at the top." After hurriedly eating a breakfast of the best beans Jack had ever tasted, he crept outside. Have a look at the size of that beanstalk. Can you see the tins of beans growing on it? That's how tiny Jack is compared to the beanstalk. Woo! "Are you ready, Bella?" said Jack, grabbing hold of a long green tendril. "Mum's going to be worried when she notices we've gone, but if this really is a magic beanstalk, she'll forget about being cross when we bring her back some treasure." Up between the leaves they climbed, high into the sky, and finally Jack and Bella reached the top, just above the clouds. The last branch wound its way to the steps of the biggest castle Jack had ever seen. under the foot of the door, Jack found himself in an enormous room. Suddenly, there was a bone-shaking clunk, then another and another, followed by the sound of somebody singing. Fee, fi, fo, fummy, I am always counting money, be it silver, be it gold, it'll make me happy, or so I'm told. And sure enough, Jack could see towers of golden coins stacked up in front of an enormous table, and behind it, an even more enormous giant. Uh-oh, whispered Jack. I'd forgotten about that bit of the story. We're going to pause there because we've got some work for you to do on that part of the story. But tune in tomorrow and we'll read the second part. See you later. Bye.